nobody knows a team better than the coaches who are in that league, because not only do they face them, but they also see them on the crossover games when they, when they're looking at other teams in the league. So you started hearing some really interesting things. Now, like, no matter what you can say about do these guys have an axe to grind or whatever, the reality is they're 2-7 in their last 9 games against Power 5 opponents. I mean, you can't really dress that up. I mean, some of the things they said, they just basically put detail to the issues that they're there. Now, one thing I'm very mindful of, and this isn't just related to this story, it's everything, is they're still college players. So if it's, when you do some kind of scouting story, it's like different when you're talking about a guy who's getting ready for the draft and their shortcomings as opposed to, calling out college players. But in this case, a lot of the stuff specifically we heard, and I heard on this, was effort, attitude, how sloppy they are, how undisciplined they are, and then you started also getting into recruiting issues. I mean, this is Florida. This isn't like a mid-level program. And it's, by the way, it's also happening when Miami is rebuilding, when Florida State is rebuilding, when one of their big rivals, Tennessee, has been spinning its wheels. So it's like, are you taking advantage of the opportunity around you? And the fact is, they're not. And I think when you look at what has happened on the field, but also in recruiting, it's hard to make an argument that Florida is going in the right direction right now. I mean, you guys watched them against LSU. I mean, twice in the last 2 years. That's not a good team they lost to. And the last, this year, nobody had a hard time with LSU's run game. And then I think, Cole, I believe you saw them maybe the week before against Kentucky, right?
Yep.
I think your crew had that.
Yep.
It was mind-boggling to see LSU manhandle this version of LSU, depleted as they are, manhandle Florida. So I think, towards that end, I was like, you know what, they're calling it as they see it.